Hello and happy Pi Day from Radically Rational and radicallyrational.com. Pi, get it? 314. A little math humor. Make mine, I don't know, lemon meringue. Okay, where do you stand on this terminology? Was that a bailout or a rescue? Because regardless of the lingo, markets remain spooked, and now Moody's has its eye on what it says 6 more shaky U.S. banks. So stay tuned. Look, hell yes, I want Trump indicted. And the more often, the better. But what looks like an imminent first indictment, the whole Stormy Daniels thing, a little unsettled about this because this is going to be difficult to prove. The issue here is whether Trump shut Stormy Daniels up using campaign funds. Because if he used his own money, don't get me wrong, he's guilty as hell, but if he used his own money, unsavory though that might be, it is not illegal. And then you've got the Michael Cohen problem. But I'm not going to sweat this because this is just a trifling appetizer for me. I want Trump indicted, convicted, and imprisoned for a long time for attempting to overthrow a valid election and overturn the government of the United States because it was nothing less than that. You know, maybe Trump and DeSantis will just eat each other. Wouldn't that be great? And how about DeSantis? Noted flip-flopper, and he's done it again, this time on the issue of Ukraine. DeSantis was a hawk with respect to U.S. support for Ukraine, but that was then and this is now. And now he's doing exactly what Vladimir Putin wants him and us to do, and that is get bored, get distracted, and throw up our hands. And anybody that says that defending Ukraine is not in U.S. best interest is missing the point. This is a national security issue for us. You want to put America first? Defend and support Ukraine. Newsflash, Pence is a worm. Okay, I guess I was going to say I give him credit, but duh. He's telling the world now that Trump is directly responsible for January 6th. And of course he's right. And he's saying that he did not have the power to impact the vote certification, and he's right. And he has said that history is going to hold Donald Trump responsible for Jan 6th, and he's right. But he won't testify. Trying to have it both ways much? That's not being a patriot. It's being a coward. Mira Sorvino, I don't normally notice stuff like this, but she's very upset that her late father, Paul Sorvino, was not included in that Sunday night Oscar tribute to film industry giants who have left us within the past year. I don't blame Mira Sorvino for being upset. I'm upset too. That was an unforgivable omission. Go to the Google machine and Google Tucker Carlson and read a brief biography and chronology. This guy has no conscience whatsoever. He has invented and reinvented himself in ways that are 180 degrees out of phase on at least 4 different occasions. All he cares about is keeping that audience. And once more, this is the darndest thing I've ever seen. Fox executives and anchors to Fox viewers, we're lying to you. Fox viewers, no, you're not. You deserve what you get. Okay, sports. NFL free agency or legal tampering, at least until noon on Wednesday. It appears that in the next few hours, Aaron Rodgers is going to be a New York Jet. Looks like the 2 teams involved, the Packers and the Jets, have worked this out. Now all that has to happen is for Aaron Rodgers not to flake. I don't know, man. Remember, it's Aaron Rodgers. Okay, Jimmy G to the Raiders makes a lot of sense to me, and I've heard some people say, and I understand the argument, well, what the hell is the difference between Jimmy G and Derek Carr? I kind of get it. Well, Derek Carr has a much bigger arm. He's much more mobile, but Jimmy G is a really good system quarterback, and I think the thing that makes this work right now is Jimmy G's relationship with Raiders head coach Josh McDaniels, who of course was his offensive coordinator during the 3 years that Garoppolo spent with the Patriots. So I think that's a pretty good fit. I know Jimmy G's had a hell of a time staying on the field. He's missed 30 games due to injury, but when he's on the field as a starter, he's 44-19. I said 44-19, so don't go dissing Jimmy G, at least not in my presence. So Derek Carr, now the man in New Orleans, but Jameis Winston going to hang around, took a big pay cut yesterday, 1-year deal, so he will be the backup there, I suppose. So the Niners going to throw the keys to Trey Lance, at least until Brock Purdy gets well. But I did notice this yesterday. The 49ers signed Sam Darnold. And you go, what's up with that? If you were paying attention, Darnold actually played very well for Carolina last year, particularly in the last 6 games, where he led them to 4 victories. So I thought that was interesting. Let's see. I'm going to check out at least part of that play-in game tonight in the NCAA tournament between Texas A&M Corpus Christi and Southeast Missouri State, because the Islanders in Corpus Christi, really a pretty fun and enlightening story, because they're coming in with a record of 23-10. The Suns lost last night, 123-112. It's the Warriors' 8th straight home victory. They're fine at home. They just got problems on the road where they are 7-26. So we'll keep an eye on free agency today, updates on news as necessary. Have a great Tuesday from this Tuesday baby. We are radically rational.